This is bad. This is bad. There's nothing. There's nothing going. There's nothing. Like, there's no scenes or anything. Oh my gosh. Hello, hello. Oh my gosh, bro. Padre. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, bro. Like, what is happening? What is happening? Like, I see nothing. Like, OBS is down. Like, everything is gone. Can y'all hear me? Like, can y'all hear what I'm saying? Can y'all hear what I'm saying? Hello. Okay, I can hear my voice, but Cychronic, can you hear me? This is bad, bro. I think we gotta start this over. This is bad. Hello. Podcast is having technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. Okay. Hold up. That seems to work. Now I need to get my host in here. Cychronic. Can you hear me? Put your hands up if you can hear me. Okay, you can hear me, but I can't hear you. Why can't I hear you, my brother? All right, say something now. Can't hear him. Oh my God, this is bad, bro. This is bad. Like, I can't hear you at all. All right, say something. Oh, that's what it was. Oh my gosh. Yes. Thank God. All right. Hold on. I'm trying to get okay, restream seems to be working. All right, so let's the live is still working. Let me redo this. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I am so sorry. I screwed this up. Big time. Yeah. I'm panicking. Oh my God. Let me see if I'm echoing. All right. I can hear myself in the earphones, and I don't like it. All right, so let me figure this out. Let me figure it out. You know what? Let me turn off the mic. That's why. Hello? Hello? No, not working. Cause I still can hear myself. No, I don't have the stream. Okay, so it's restream working. You did test. I don't see anything. OMG. Okay. This is bad. Okay, I see it on the dashboard, but let me see. I could refresh the cache. Yeah, it's slow. It's bad. It's kind of hard to hear yourself talk. Oh, this is bad. Do another chat test. Let me try one. Okay. Go ahead and type chat again. I mean, test again. Okay, it's not popping up. But it did for me when I did it. Test it. That's weird. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I gotta fix this. Okay, I see. Something. They're live. It says 2 active. Let me see. Okay, this is the current screen. Yeah. Cause YouTube automatically turns on. Oh, this is bad. But we're live. I can't see anything. Oh my gosh. I think Restream is screwed. Like, it's not letting nothing go through. Yeah, we're gonna have to heavily edit this. I mean, we got to. We gotta edit this. Okay. Hello, mic check. Can you hear me, though, Cychronic? You can hear me? Okay, I think I muted my mic. I'm not having I muted my mic on the dashboard and I didn't hear myself. So that's why. But I still got this feedback. Yeah. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, I can hear you. Hello, 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 hello. 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 Alright. Alright, we gonna do this anyway, bro. We gonna ride through it. You know, we're gonna edit it. I'm sorry guys. This wasn't a really good, perfect podcast so far, but at the same time, we're gonna do what we do. All right, so give me. I'm going ahead and do a recording. Probably delete this and upload the record of the, the thing. I think we wasted like 20 minutes trying to fix this. So. Give me a second. I gotta go grab something real quick. Then we're gonna talk about Padres game. All right. And since the restream, you know what? You should be able to go on the restream, right, and try to troubleshoot it, right? You think you'll be able to do that? All right, go ahead and do that. I'll be right back. Oh my God, this is bad. All right, I'm back, by the way. Let me know when you're ready to start, and I'm gonna go ahead and record. Yeah, I mean, you see they're both active.
Well, showing only twice.
Okay, I see Heroes Legend Studio. That's Monkey King Twitch. He's responding. Hey Monkey King Twitch, how you doing, my guy? Okay. Okay. I'll be more prepared next time. Oh my gosh, like it's been a long time since we did this, so kind of a little rusty at it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, it do, but it's all good. It's all good. Do people even know we lie? Like, real talk, nobody's here. Nobody's here, or they just got tired. Okay. Oh my God, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Well, Twitch, they'll, there's really no schedule on Twitch, so they'll just come in there. But last podcast was pretty good though, like, on God. All right. Okay, we got people live on Twitch. I'm trying to open up. Oh, you know what? Okay. Hello. Let me see something. I think I figured out the echo. Can you hear me, Cychronic? All right. I figured out the echo. I figured it out. All right. I didn't do it. You did it. I'm blaming everything on you. Oh, okay. All right. You ready for some podcast magic? All right, guys. Welcome to the RTP Rarely Typical Player Podcast. This is your host, D757 Darkman for D757 Gaming. And this is my co-host, Cychronic Games. How you doing, Cychronic? How was your last week? How were you last weekend? Okay. Oh, gotcha. So, what means are you using to create this engine? Okay. Okay, somebody said they can't hear you, Cychronic. Alright, so I'm sorry guys for the late start. We got a lot of I hear myself still talking. We got a lot, well, not through my headphones, but through the TV. I guess cause the restream, but it's okay. Long as y'all guys ain't getting a double echo. So we ran into a lot of technical difficulties by peoples, but we getting it together. So you just can't be mad at us. We haven't did this in a while, so we're back and we're trying to get it back in order. But your boy D7 is slacking. He got to get himself up. So, all right, guys. So, this is what we're going to do. We played Llewl in the Lyre of Two Worlds. This is a game made by our own Padre, or Patter 81, those who may know him. A quick background of me meeting Patter. He had a game called Oath Game around, and Oath Game looks pretty cool. Like, if you like the Baldur's Gate style, you know, Dungeons and Dragons, Diablo style game, especially with the RPG Maker engine, you probably have seen that game like a few years back. You know, guy with black hair with a sword. Ove, or he used to go by Ove, but you know, we know him as Padre, or Patty, you know, however you call him, Patter. He is part of Sanctuary Games. And you know, Sanctuary Games is a game development team that consists of different people with different projects. They are highly recognized for having good quality games because they work together, they give each other feedback, and they are just very talented group. So to be part of Sanctuary Games is a lot. So the game making, they're at a higher standard because they're Sanctuary Games. Once you have that label, Sanctuary Games, you are not a beginner. So your game's going to be held at a higher standard and quality, especially if you go on commercial, right? So when we review a Sanctuary member's game, we got to go with all the punches. You know what I'm saying? This isn't a first time developer because everybody and their mama wants to join Sanctuary Games, but everybody can't get into it. You understand, Cychronic? Anything you want to say about the group Sanctuary Games before we start? Yeah, that's what we refer to them as, a secret society, because it is so hard to get into it. Like so hard. All right, so I'm trying to pull up the YouTube stream on my end, because since Restream isn't working, I took it down, and I'm just trying to pull it up just in case we get any chats or whatnot. You know, I could just follow. All right, so we're gonna start this, Iconic. I'm going to go ahead and play the footage, and we're just gonna talk about what you say. Okay, do you hear me now? Hey, my baby. All right, let me go ahead and start it. Let me go ahead and start the gameplay. Okay. All right, so we're gonna focus on we're gonna focus on the main categories, guys. What were they? What were they again? Oh my gosh, my brain isn't braining today. Like, what's going on? What's going on, Cychronic? Why my brain isn't braining? Yes. Story, gameplay, music or presentation, and the complete package. Like, should you buy this game, or should you say like screw it? You know, so yes. Let's get into it, man. Let's go ahead and start this, man, because I'm embarrassed by how this podcast is coming. Like guys, we are, those who on Twitch and YouTube, we are mainly prepared for this stuff. We're mainly prepared for all of this, but today your boy D7 dropped the freaking ball. All right, so let's start with the story, guys. Let's start with the story. You want me to read the synopsis on the game, Cychronic? All right, so let me pull it up, the Steam page. You know, this is what the developer has, you know, basically said their game is like. You know, this is the description of their game. All right, so the game is called Llewl, Llewl in the Lyre of Two Worlds. This is by one individual, part of Century Games. It is a retro style inspired JRPG adventure. Journey through a nostalgic 1990s style JRPG world with pixel art, turn-based combat, and an emotional story full of heart. Meet a heartfelt cast. Follow Llewl, a mysterious elf girl, as she's protected by her best friend Sarah, a headstrong teen, and Hans, a ragamuffin who needs a boot in the backside. Grandpa words, not mine. All right, we got strategic turn-based RPG battles. Combat takes place on the two 4x4 grids that combine with tier status effect and an armor system adds a ton of strategy to gameplay. All right, so I could keep going on and on and on and on, but the quick synopsis is: in a quiet village of Snowton on the northern continent, rumors abound of elf girl mysteriously disappearing. No one knows why or who might be responsible, but one thing is clear: Grandpa, an aging guardian, has spent years training his young apprentices, Sarah, for a single purpose: to protect the half-elf Llewl at any cost. Step into Llewl in the Lyre of Two Worlds, a 1990s inspired JRPG with an action-packed story and a diverse cast of characters. As teenage Sarah, you navigate the trials of duty, friendship, and love in a world full of mystery and magic, with only one true goal: have fun, immerse yourself in the nostalgic adventures. That is a mouthful. That is a mouthful for a kind of short, synopsis. It is pretty short. So, would you like to elaborate a little bit on the story while we, probably discuss its strengths, its weaknesses, and whatnot? Sacronic? Yeah, yeah. Hold on. Guys, can y'all hear Cychronic?
Yeah,
Slim said this is the most silent. Oh my gosh. Come on, bro. Come on. Y'all stop playing with me like this. Tell me I'm talking. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. All right. What about Cychronic? Say something.
Yeah.
Because they say something, Cychronic.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Hello.
Hey,
I'm here. Hi. Hello.
can y'all hear him now?
Hello. Can
Mic
anyone
check.
hear me?
Mic
Can
check.
anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me?
Mic check. 1,
Please,
2. Can y'all
anyone hear me?
hear?
I'm trying to speak. Can anyone hear me?
Oh my gosh. D7 is in space. Now I have an echo. See, I don't like y'all. Hold on. I think I know what the problem is.
Hello.
I think I know what the problem is, man. I don't like these people. On God. On God, I don't like them. All right, let me fix this. Let me fix this. All right, what about now? Can y'all hear me?
Okay, now I can't hear you.
Am I echoing? Now you can't hear me. All right, what about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, so I'm echoing maybe from a. Okay, it's muted there.
Yeah.
They said I'm echoing. It could be these headphones.
I don't know.
All right. What about now? Am I echoing?
You're not echoing for me, but.
Am I hold up. Say something.
Yeah. Hello.
All right. Am I echoing?
I can't tell. You don't seem to be echoing to me, but.
Oh my God, this is bad. I'm so sorry, you all. I'm so sorry. I wasn't prepared for this. Okay, no echo, but Psy is quieter.
Hello. Yeah. Does anybody hear me?
All right. Let me do this. We might gotta postpone this podcast. All right, Cychronic, say something.
Yeah. Hello. Do you hear me? I am speaking. If you hear me, please say that you hear me. I am hoping that you hear me.
Oh my gosh, it's
And
like
I
an
am
hour of troubleshooting.
I hope that you can hear me and that everyone else can hear me as well.
Okay, it's better.
It's a little quiet. I'm hearing from the stream.
All right, what about now?
Yeah, I mean, I can hear myself on the stream. It's a little quiet, but.
All right.
Okay, I turned up the volume on my mic. Hello?
The levels are super unbalanced, but there's why, Eric, come on now, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. OMG, stop. We're trying. Oh my God, we're trying. Oh my God. Can y'all hear Cychronic? Talk.
Yep. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me?
Cychronic, I think you need the host next time till I figure this out, cause this is ridiculous.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, this is bad.
Well, I'm here.
His volume didn't change. He just got crunchy.
Hello?
All right, hold on. Let me do something. The best IT on the planet. All right, what about now? Say something, Cychronic.
Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13
Is that better?
15 16 17 18 19 20 21
That I don't know what to do. Hold up.
19 18 17
I don't know what to do. Like on God, I don't know what to do. Cychronic, talk.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm around.
Is that better?
I'm here, and I'm
Can
here
y'all
to stay.
hear him?
I'm here to stay.
He's here to play. He's here to play. Can y'all hear him?
Yeah, can you hear me?
All right. I see what I did. I see what was the problem.
Okay.
All right. All right. So start over on the story.
Okay. Well, okay, so the story kind of starts off with like so Llewl is the game is called Llewl, and Llewl is the half-elf girl that it's supposed to be like some kind of chosen one or something like that. The main character also has pink hair but isn't half-elf. Her name is Sarah, and the game kind of starts off with the grandpa, that Sarah interacting with her grandpa. And the grandpa is going through early stages of dementia or cognitive decline. Basically they, Sarah does some training, and then Llewl comes along. They seem like they're going back to wherever they're going back to, the house or whatever. And then something happens where these warriors, these Cobalt warriors come and basically try to take Llewl. And Sarah and the grandpa don't allow that to happen, and then they get attacked, and then Sarah loses consciousness, grandpa dies, and then you're basically trying to find Llewl at this point after waking up. Another character, what's his name, rescues Sarah after she lost consciousness, says, hey, grandpa didn't make it. So they basically, in the demo, you're trying to find Llewl, but as you're trying to find Llewl, you're getting involved in other things where like they won't let you go past the bridge unless you help them out with something they need. So you're looking for Llewl, but you're also getting off track to help others before you can find Llewl. I mean, so far that's what the story seems like to me. I know it doesn't. So I would say that the story to me, like, kind of felt, I don't know, like you're getting sidetracked as you're trying to find. You get separated right away from the main character or the main point of the game with the name of the character, and then getting sidetracked on a few tracks, and then the demo kind of ends as you're getting closer to one of the side tracks being completed.
Okay.
So
all right, so basically you feel like this game story is pretty original so far.
I don't think I would call it original. I actually think it's kind of I mean, to me it was a little bit, it seemed a little bit generic to me as a story.
Generic, really?
Yeah, like the game had a good like presentation and stuff, like
Okay.
as far as like the graphics and like the way it's presented looks really good and everything. But I did feel like so far from what I played in the demo that the story didn't necessarily hook me, that much.
Why is that?
I don't know. It just seemed kind of like you get separated from the person who's supposed to be a main part of the game like right away, and then I just felt like I was going down the rabbit hole of all these like tasks I had to do, and not being able to get back to like the main point of the game.
But you gotta think about this. The main focus at that time, before everything went down, was Llewl and Grandpa.
Yeah.
Because like you said, Grandpa had the sickness. Then the Lyre was missing.
That was gonna maybe help him.
So now we could see Llewl and Sarah going off on the adventure together, right?
Yeah.
So the story, what I'm trying to say is the story, you know, it has this. Okay, I got a sick family member. You know, I want to do everything I can to save my family member. But at the same time, I'm not a good fighter like that. I'm still being trained to protect this half-elf person. Now, I do agree with you. Like, what's the purpose of Llewl? She, except being she's the chosen one, but chosen from who?
And why?
And why? So the opening, you feel like the introduction, we should have been given a little bit more to why elves are sought after and why is Llewl the chosen one. Would that spice also, everything up for you?
But also just the idea of the chosen one is like a really tropey, like it's been used a lot.
Yeah.
In a lot of different RPGs.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
So that's what kind of made me just feel kind of like the generic vibe when I was seeing that line of reasoning in the story. But yeah.
But this is Llewl we talking about. This is this is Sanctuary Game developer.
Yeah.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying that I think the story could use a little work. It could use a little work from what I played so far.
Okay.
I do think it looks good though. Like it's like they got a good vibe with like the atmosphere and the graphics and the mapping and stuff. That's all very good.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't able to connect with the characters that much personally. But you know, everybody's different.
So you feel like the game just followed the same trope as the 90s JRPG?
Well, so far, but it might change. I mean, like, you know, it could always get different, like 5 hours in or something.
But 5 hours is too long.
Yeah.
Right? So we know the first critical moment is that 1 hour.
Yeah.
The hour of power, or power hour. That first hour is where you should have your player hooked on the game, right? Yeah. So having a strong story is very important to have your player hooked on the game. Now, the way this developer is telling the story, I feel like they went the route where, okay, you know, we're gonna keep it simple and basic. We just know this empire just want the elf girl. You know, this what kind of knight was he? A Drake Knight, something like that?
I thought he was a Dark Knight.
Yeah, Dark Knight. Yeah, he was a Dark Knight, and he had a whole bunch of lizard men with him. Cool JRPG palette swap idea. You know, have the same looking enemy, just give them a different color. Genius. Mortal Kombat, first one to do it. Let's freaking go. Okay, so you kidnap the princess like a Mario, you know, aesthetic, you know, thing, or Legend of Zelda. Kidnap the princess or kidnap the girl. Then the hero rises and tried to rescue. Except the chosen one is normally the hero, right?
Yeah.
But he swapped it and made the chosen one the elf, which she couldn't fight or do anything like herself because she was easily picked off, right?
Yeah.
All right. So the story just followed the same mumbo jumbo we've been looking at for years, correct?
In my opinion, yeah.
All right. So this developer didn't give you enough information or background that will win you over in the story category.
Yeah, and also too, like what I also kind of look for in games, and it's not, maybe it's not fair or whatever, but I kind of try to look for something like a little bit of novelty, like if it does something a little bit, if it does something kind of new that I haven't necessarily seen before in some way, then that goes a long way with me. But I just felt like the execution is fine, but it's just like kind of generic, and that's just what it feels like to me.
All right, so what I think this developer went with, he gave us sort of a, like an antagonist. We know there's somebody who want the F girl. We know the F girl is, without her, all mankind is doomed, basically. But normally, you would have like some type of warlord or demon who probably has been sealed away 1,000 years, and only this elf girl can seal him away. We got none of that, right?
Yeah.
So the story is kind of like watered down. It's not strong enough, correct?
Right. I agree with that. Yeah.
So how would you better from being introduced as an apprentice to having to protect your best friend, a elf girl, to her grandfather getting sick and getting killed? What would you done different?
Well, I don't know.
I'm grilling them.
You're grilling me. Okay. I don't know. Maybe a little bit more intrigue, like a little bit more like you would know why it's important that people would be coming after her. I mean, like, so I don't know what makes Llewl special at all, and then just saying that they're the chosen one made me kind of be like, oh, okay. So it's like, a little bit more meat and potatoes as to why. And then the grandpa, he was declining, but then he just gets killed, right? Like pretty quickly. And I realize that's fine. But I don't know. It just didn't hook me that much. I didn't connect necessarily with the characters personally or the world in general. And then the part two for me that also helped not connect was that, like, the vibe of the game, like the music and stuff, it was very like calming and soothing.
We'll get to that later. Stay focused on the question that I gave you.
Yeah, I make it a little bit more action and a little bit more like, and maybe make the villain or whoever the protagonist or the antagonist is to be a little bit more unique, or you're like, you like to hate them, or what, something like that, where, because I felt like there was no, you had this dark knight that wanted to take Llewl, but why? Like, what's the angle? Why?
But you notice one quality about the Dark Knight, right?
What?
He said, "Don't kill nobody who doesn't deserve it."
Right. So he's not a bad. So he's
not
there's
really.
there's some goodness there. So who knows? You know.
Yeah. This is a hey, yo, what's up, Marlon? How you doing, my dude? We miss you. This is an easy fix, though. This is a really easy fix. Give us a opening cutscene that shows maybe the descendants of the elves sealing away a demon. Even Sarah's parents, you know, I mean, they died for the cause. So give us
a nice cut scene and like that wouldn't hurt.
Exactly. Give us an idea.
Because like the game starts off with like you literally doing like a tutorial on a like test dummy. And I felt like that was like not, could have had a stronger start.
Yeah, and this is a Steam release game. So
Demo.
Your introduction, your presentation, especially opening up the game, has to be your strongest. This is what developers need to do. Like most games, even AAA games, the budget just for the opening cutscene is well put in. You remember the games back in the day, like on the PlayStation 1? Most game has a opening cinema, like a cinematic opening. Most games in those eras had one, because if you got a good opening, people is going to play the game because they were like, "Oh, that's cool." That is great.
That shit always gets me amped to play.
Exactly. Like, remember Final Fantasy VIII with the sword fight?
Yeah.
With Squall and Zypher.
Yeah, that looked cool.
That was cool. Final Fantasy VII. You know, that opening cutscene. Cutscenes are important. Whether they're cinematic, high budget, or just RPG Maker style. Have one that is explaining, you know, why we're getting to where we're getting to.
Yeah.
You know, it could be just a scene of the grandfather retelling the story, because he had a lot of stories. He been around a long time. He could be tearing that to Sarah.
Yep, he can be like, I need to say this before I forget it, you know, that kind of thing. You know, he could be like, he has to get it out because he's losing his memory and stuff.
Yeah.
You could make it really good like that.
Yeah. Very important. Like, you got to sell that hook. You gotta deliver that hook on the story at the beginning of the game to get people invested, to get people wanting to play. But I don't think right now is to the developer main concern is the story. I think they just want to show the mechanics of the game. But before we move on to the next category, out of 5 stars, what would you give the story?
In its current state, probably like 3 stars.
A 3, okay. Not a bad 3. Oh my goodness. This dude is rating games. Alright, so I agree with you. The story could be stronger. You know what I mean? Like, the story could be stronger. But I think right now, you know, the developer isn't really trying to sell us on the story.
Mm-hmm.
So personally, I would give it about a 3.5 as well. I would give it a 3.5 because I want to know why she's so important.
Yeah.
And why they want her. You know, in all fairness, I believe the demo is like 2 hours. You know?
Yep, that's about right.
So having a reason other than she's been kidnapped and it's my duty to protect her, because all we know, Grandpa could have been the protector of an elf in his younger days, and that's why he's training his granddaughter, you know, to follow his ways.
Yeah.
All right, gameplay. What you think about the gameplay, my brother?
The actual gameplay mechanics, like the battles and stuff, and the you know, walking around on the map and stuff. I think it all served its purpose. I think it's got a very basic system of equipment you can equip with these runes that you can equip that affect your stats and stuff. And then the battle system has, like, you know, these rows and you can move between them. You can either do all of your moves as one of the characters in your team, or you can mix and match and do different. So like every time you have a turn, you have a certain number of attacks that you can do, and you can either do them all with one character, or you can switch between the characters and do them. Each character kind of has different things that they're good at. And like, so for example, we have this column layout for all of the like the enemy side and the ally side, and some attacks can shoot through 4 columns, you know, horizontally or just one space, and then enemies can do area attacks that show up on the squares as that the attack is coming soon, and you can move your characters around to avoid those attacks. As far as like the gameplay, it wasn't that bad. I felt like it was after a while it was kind of like predictable. Like you find the pattern and you use the attack, and sometimes it didn't really matter which character you chose. Like there's an attack that does more damage than others, and you choose that one. And yeah, so the gameplay wasn't bad. I mean, I did also notice that there was I did encounter some bugs. So I did encounter I did encounter where, like, it was weird stuff though. I always try to look for the pattern so I can let the dev know what caused it or whatever. Twice I ran into the freezing thing where you can still hear the walking around in the background and stuff, but the whole screen just freezes. That happened to me twice. And then another time there was a couple lag spikes where it would go down to like 19 FPS. But it wasn't, there was no clear pattern to it. It was like if I stood in one place for like 2 minutes or something, like when somebody like called me while I was playing, and then I picked up my phone and talked for like 5-10 minutes, and then when I came back it was going at 19 FPS, and the fix was to quit the game and go back in again. But yeah, no, I thought the gameplay served its purpose. It didn't. I've definitely played games that were more exciting in their gameplay, but I've played a lot worse too, and it wasn't bad. The gameplay wasn't a problem for me. I enjoyed it.
What about on the bug situation, I did run into a couple bugs. Some on actual skills, like the Sacred Fire. You know, it kind of froze up the game. like when I used it, like I don't know if the game glitched up or not, but the fix was that I had to actually restart the game and did a different skill instead of the Sacred Flame, and it fixed it. But it did freeze up on me twice. I don't know why. And there was a couple grammar issues as well. But I feel like the developer tried to go original, you know, with the battle system.
It didn't feel like it didn't feel like a battle system that I've played a million times before. So it was a little different, which was good.
And I like the idol animations too. That's pretty dope. Like how the characters walk in place, kind of remind me of Tactics, Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a lot better than the static images.
Yeah.
I mean, in my game too, I use character sets in my game for the battlers, and I don't know if these are SV sheets or if they're character sets, but.
So what you think about the actual battle system, like setting up moves, like with a Sacred Flame combo?
It was. I mean, as far as like the basic mechanics of the battle system and stuff, I thought it was fine. The part that kind of seemed weird though to me was it seemed like almost like every attack did like almost the same amount of damage,
whether it's the weakness or not.
Yeah, and then I also noticed too that the area of effect attacks sometimes did damage even when you weren't on a square that said it was going to be attacked and stuff. And
like against the bird boss, right?
Yeah. But as far as like but I understand the game is like not actually like fully done yet or whatever, so like I get that these little things will happen, but also like, you know, with the combat, I didn't see a pathway toward like it's probably there, but I didn't see a pathway toward like learning like new types of skills and stuff like that. So I don't know if the skills are static or whether you get more, you get extra skills as you go along or whatever, but I was a little fuzzy on that part. But also too, it seemed like no matter who you had on your team, the switching between actors was a little bit, it felt a little clunky to me when you're switching between actors in battle, because it's like you have the E and the Q, and then you have the R, and you're like, okay, am I pressing E? I would get like, I would be like pressing those buttons and getting confused as to whether I was switching between
That's
characters.
Why you're confused.
What?
You ain't played with this.
Oh, a controller.
That's why you're confused.
Yeah. So I was playing with the keyboard, and so it wasn't super bad. But I felt it just felt slightly clunky when I was using a keyboard. But it still worked.
Yeah.
But also, it didn't matter who was in my team. It seemed like there was an attack from each of them that would do a similar amount of damage, and you just find the pattern and do the pattern and, you know, defeat the enemy. It didn't feel difficult. It didn't feel that difficult. It just felt, yeah.
So I actually liked it. You know what I mean? Like, I actually like the battle system because, you know, it is strategy. But just like most RPG games, you know, you learn skills where you can just want to use the best skill. Like that fireball that Sarah shoots that blinds the enemies.
Yeah.
And it hits every enemy in a row. That's the one you want to use.
Oh yeah.
And I do agree with you. Like when you exploit an enemy weakness, a lot of damage doesn't really make up for it. You know what I mean? You might get like 8 to 10 extra HP damage. Now some attacks takes a lot. So now we're dealing with maybe a scaling issue, you know, like with the older attacks versus the newer attacks, where you feel like the damage output isn't enough, which is not, you know. So
Yeah.
so early in the beginning, you know, you don't want your battles to like last like 9 to 10 turns. You know, that's not really like how we want to do it. You know, maybe make them last like 3 turns so your player could get used to, you know, to the battle system. And as you go on, you know, then you need to like strategize your attacks. Now, don't get me wrong, some battles actually had you thinking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, like the golem one got me off track for a short period of time, and then it was like, oh, you just have to wait a certain number of turns, and then new character comes in.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And I do agree with you, like with the moves where the enemy is going to land on a certain tile. If you do a different attack from that tile, it will put you on the tile where you don't want to go.
Yep.
And you're going to take damage.
Yeah, I don't know if that was by design or whether that was an oversight.
I think it could be an oversight.
Yeah, but I noticed that as well.
Yeah, and I didn't like that. I'm like, dang, this bird just took like 300 HP just like that. But I do like the mana wall and the physical wall mechanic.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. What you think?
Yeah, I think it worked.
Yeah, it works really well. And when you rest, you restore a portion of it. Like the game focus on your HP. Then once your HP is at a certain level, then you restore more mana wall and physical wall, you know, until like you're full just for defending. So that's pretty good. That adds strategic value to the game. Now, you said, okay, so I would like, this game could have did better in the battle system if enemies wasn't too beefed up in HP, like the mushrooms, the fungi looking man.
Yeah.
They had a lot of HP.
So just be like hammering it away with a lot of turns to get rid of them.
Yeah, they're weak against pierce attack, and it takes a lot to take them out.
Do you think that they would make a good meal?
I love mushroom.
Yeah, no.
Like, on God, I love mushrooms. But in all seriousness, I think they were a heck of a OP.
The mushroom guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them was killed me. Like,
but they didn't do a lot of damage though. They just like took a while to take out.
Yeah, even when doing the best attacks on them, they still took a while. And I think some people it's not gonna like that. Like they feel like the battle is going too long. It's going longer than it should.
Yeah, I prefer, in general, like in most RPGs with battle systems, I kind of prefer like a quick to kill, quick to die system where you might die quickly or you might kill them quickly. But like it's like quick and tense.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And the experience exchange isn't as great either. And the goal, like the reward, isn't great either to fight those battles. You know,
yeah, like
I
didn't feel like I didn't feel like I was getting stronger really when I was like leveling up and stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't like feel getting stronger as I experienced the game, but it's all good, I guess.
So what you think about the mini games, like throwing the snowball at the bird and stuff?
Yeah,
like
no,
that?
I like that stuff. It shakes up the gameplay a little bit that from just one or two different mechanics. Yeah, so yeah, I like that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, and then going down the river on the raft and stuff, that worked.
Mario RPG.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I love Mario RPG. I thought that one was so good.
It caught me off guard too, cause I'm like, bro, like I can't get this money. Like, Padre, why are you doing this to me? Like, for real. Like, why are you doing this to me? Hey, baby girl, Maki, hey, baby. It's like, why are you doing this to me? Like, for real. But I think that was cool. And you know, like the squid.
Yep.
You had to like make it run and hit the rocks itself. Like that was crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that worked.
So I really get points to the game, to the mini game, cause it's engaging. So this is why I think the developer was trying to do. He didn't want a too over complicated story because he didn't want the player to get bored with a lot of reading.
Yeah.
So he focused mostly on the core mechanics. The core mechanics, minigame, battle system, the music, what you're going to expect, the strategy, you know, even that's a mini game. Like when the bosses is about to attack and you gotta dodge, that's like a mini game as well.
Yeah.
So it's up to the player to like kind of figure, you know, okay, how I'm gonna dodge this, even though it's not really, you know, perfect in sense, because if you attack, you can still get hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, yeah, but the gameplay seemed like they focused a little bit more on the gameplay than the story, in my opinion. And the gameplay's not bad. I don't have major issues with it.
Hey, how you doing? Go ahead, start crying.
Oh yeah, I was just saying that the gameplay was pretty decent, in my opinion. I didn't have any major issues with it. Little things here and there, but yeah, I thought it was pretty decent on that front.
Yeah. Hey, baby. Oh my God, girl spoiled. Oh my gosh. Hey, Maki. So, overall, gameplay mechanics, what do you rate it?
I would give it like a 4.25.
4.25?
Yeah.
That's new. That's new. Like the two, you got the 1s and the 10s. Okay. I give it a 4.5.
Nice.
4.5. Because I actually like it. Like,
Yeah,
I
I did too.
you know, the exploration, the jump mechanics. I
Yeah.
like the elemental, you know, the skill learning. You know, I think that was pretty cool. And some of the moves that when you get the girl with the sword, she kind of slashes like in the rows, like vertical or horizontal in the spin slash. Yeah, I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I do too.
All right, so music. What do you think about the music for this game?
Okay, so the music / atmosphere, it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's fine. The only issue I had with it was that like the music was so calming and relaxing, and it literally sounds like a music box, like lullaby, and it was. And this is even during some parts of like combat and stuff, and so it was literally making me like tired, like I wanted to like curl up into bed and go to sleep from the calming, soothing lullaby music, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah, I felt like it was very like a lullaby, calming and soothing, and makes you just want to like nod your head off and go to sleep. Yep.
Wow. I think the music fit. I think it fit. You know, the boss music fit. The open world music fit. It didn't put me to sleep.
It put me to sleep. It made me tired.
It's because, you know, when you look at your game and your streams, you got some heavy metal, some hype music going on. So that's probably the problem, because you're used to like more heavy-ish music.
Because I'm overstimulated. Yeah.
This game isn't catered to like those who are like. Let's be fair to say, this game isn't for hardcore gamers.
Yeah.
This is a game that anybody can play.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's casual.
Oh my gosh.
It's lighthearted. But
yeah, so, the game is more casual, correct?
In my opinion, yeah.
So the music has to be casual, correct?
Yeah, it felt very cozy. Like,
hold on. You said very cozy.
Yeah, cozy. Like,
my god.
Like relaxing.
Yeah. It's supposed to be. This is right. Llewl. You gotta think about it. What is a lyre?
It's like a little mini harp thing.
There you go. Now you got the mood and the aesthetic of the game.
Yep.
You got the mood and the aesthetic of the game. I don't think the game music is too bad.
No, it's not. It's just very calming and soothing.
Oh gosh. Okay.
But I want some action. I want some blood. Some, you know. But that's okay. It's fine.
All right. So, what do you think about the design, like the mapping?
I think it's pretty good, actually. It does definitely. I think it nails that 16-bit aesthetic, you know, from like the late SNES era. pretty well, actually. It seems to be mostly, I don't know if these are sets or if they're original or if it's a mix, but they seem original.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, I think that part's done pretty well, actually.
Mm.
I mean, I don't have any complaints about
The
it.
mapping is great.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. It reminds you a little bit Chrono Trigger, a little bit of Secret of Mana. You
Yeah.
know, like the map style. It reminds you of that.
Yep. Yeah, no, and that's a good thing in my opinion. I always liked those type of games.
Over time, guys. All right, so I mean, I really enjoy how the developer made like the map like multi-directional, where you could explore, you could get rewarded, you could find different rooms, and the rooms seem like that's like the main items that you really get for exploring. Like that little raccoon looking thing, you chase it, you capture it, you get a cool room. Or you open up this certain chest, you get a cool room. Or you open up the mimic chest with all the monsters, you get a cool room. So the rooms are the key of exploring. You explore, you get a cool room. You know, I feel like most developers need to reward their players for some kind of exploration. Like,
Yeah.
all the time.
Yep.
So,
but yeah, no, the atmosphere, the maps, and how they set it all up, it looks really nice. Yeah, it works for me.
alright, so let's say this. What would you rate it?
The overall like presentation with like the maps,
Like
and,
the
all that.
game, like the maps, the music.
Yeah, I'd say 4.5. Yeah.
You give it a 4.5.
Yep.
What will it need to get a 5?
I don't know.
That's okay.
It's some of it is bias because it's like you compare everything to everything you've seen before. So something that I haven't seen before, but still doesn't betray the style, would maybe do it for me.
Yeah. Okay.
But
that's understandable. That's understandable. All right, so I give it a 4.5 too. I give it a 4.5 too. What I would have done, you know, instead of just finding rooms, maybe some weapons, or some other accessories.
Yeah.
You know. That's what I would have done. All right, so.
Oh, speaking of which, did you turn off the retro filter? Because I turned that off. I didn't. I thought it was a little distracting.
No, I did not.
But it's weird because in your footage, it looks like the retro filter isn't on.
I did. Only thing I touched was the sound.
Because it normally had a like CRT like screen effect, like the scan lines effect, and it like distorted the colors a little bit as a result.
Yeah, I didn't touch that.
Yeah, I turned it off.
I gotta go back and look at it then and see what's the difference. Yeah. All right. So overall, if this game was on Steam, how would you rate the presentation?
Oh, that's the same as what I just said. 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
So in all together, are you sold on buying this game?
It not for me, because this isn't necessarily the type of game that would resonate with me from the start. However, if I was into this type of story or this type of game, then yes.
Wow. So you want to play this game if it was on sale, like when you purchase it?
I probably wouldn't, but I could see why somebody would, though, depending on like what they're into.
Okay. All right. So for me, hold on, guys. Hold on.
But I mean, like the Steam page and everything too, it looks professionally done and everything. It looks good. Yeah. But
Let's get back to business.
yeah, but what I was saying was that, yeah, I think it's actually presented well. The Steam page looks good. I think it's got a good presentation. I really do.
Yeah, it got a really good presentation. Me personally, I really like the game. Like from the beginning to the end, I didn't think the developer was too heavy with tutorials. They gave me just enough to really understand the game. Now, me personally, I'm not really a big person like on stories and stuff like that. You know, I'll be fine with gameplay and a little bit of story, just as long as I know what I'm doing. Because right now, I gotta find Llewl. But we got sidetracked to find another person.
The mayor's daughter.
Yeah. Then you get hurt and realize she's a good fighter. So you're cool with the sidetrack because you're getting rewarded with another character. Right?
Yeah. I mean, it could be. Yeah.
The problem is the game ended not on a cliff jumper. A cliffhanger.
Right. It ended on a part that's like, okay, we're gonna go to the next part of the game now. Thank you for playing the demo.
Yeah.
And like it needed to go out with a little bit of a no, wait, what happens next?
Yeah, pretty much. Like the ending wasn't strong. This is why I say I think the developer mainly wanted to show the mechanics of the game, certain battles of the game and stuff like that. They didn't want to go too strong with the meat and potatoes. But I think they overall did a good job showing the core mechanics of the game and what you're going to be doing throughout the game. They definitely showed that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So me personally, I would be a buyer. I'm a buyer of the game. I will buy it. On God.
and now that brings us to our next subject. What would you what do you think the rate of price that this game should go for once it is on sale?
Holy smackaroons. You asking me first?
Yeah.
I think it's fair. I've been asking you questions all day. Oh, boy. All right, so
$26.99.
nah. I give this game. I pay between 14 to 20 for this game.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a pretty good game. Like, I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. For me, I would probably go for any somewhere between $9.99 and $14.99.
So you meet me in the halfway, in the middle.
Yeah, because it's like this isn't necessarily my type of game as much, but I can step outside of that and look at it.
So is that price on sale or?
No, that would be a non-sale. So if it was on sale, that would make the case stronger that I would be more inclined to say yes.
Based on the demo, though, because are you the type that play demos before you buy the game, or you just buy the game based on?
I usually just buy the game, and then if I don't like it, I stop playing.
Okay.
I kind of just go into it blind, and usually, I mean, it also depends. Like if I'm broke, then I will definitely try it out before. But if I have plenty of money, I'll just be like whatever.
Yeah,
it depends.
I would cop this. I would cop this game because it reminds me of a lot of my old nostalgic RPG that I used to play on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, it definitely nails that vibe for sure.
That's what sold me. Like that's it. The nostalgia. You know, it's. I'm sorry, I got a soft spot for it.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, $14.99 to $19.99. I wouldn't mind playing this game. And I could see this game coming with a soundtrack because at the camp scene, you get to play, you get to have Hans play different music.
Yeah.
And this game looked like it got an art book in progress with the attack on the grandpa. You see the grandpa getting attacked. You know, it's a lot behind the scenes that we're not seeing that is going to be offered. But is it enough? I think it's going to attract, you know, your nostalgia players who wants to go back to the era.
Yeah, I can see that.
But at the same time, this game can introduce new players without having RPG experience, because it's simple. It's really simple. The tutorials isn't really too complex or anything like that.
Right.
So I give it that price range. So overall, the total game, 1 to 5 stars. What do you give it?
I'd probably give it a 4.25, 4.3.
A 4.3 for the game.
Like overall, yeah.
Okay.
Like a B plus.
Okay. 4.2. That's fair. That's fair coming from a guy who enjoys a different type of game. Alright, me personally, I feel like the game is, it's not perfect because I ran into bugs. There was some spelling errors. There was some grammar errors. I feel like, I don't know if the enemies respawn or whatnot, but I did feel like with all the battles I fought, I didn't have enough money to really buy.
The economy was tight. Yeah.
Yeah. And I bought one weapon, then beat a boss and got the other weapon that was on sale that I couldn't afford. The iron sword. So overall, I give this game a 4.4. A 4.4. Just because I wish I knew a little bit more about the backstory.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a little nice, I think.
That's the only thing, but everything else is pretty decent. It's pretty decent. Everything else.
Yeah, I would agree. It's pretty decent.
Yeah. So here we have it, guys. Llewl and the Lyre of Two Worlds. This is by Padre 81 or Mana Relic Games, Sanctuary Games. Pretty solid game. You know, really the story. Really, you know, giving us more background about why.
Yeah.
But overall, definitely recommend it if you want to play the game in its demo and give the developer some feedback. Hey, the link is in the bio. You can grab it, get a developer a feedback. He is looking for feedback. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Until next time, guys, we apologize for the technical difficulties.
It'll get better.
But we're working it out. We've been gone a long time.
Yeah, our muscle memory has to return.
We've been gone a long time. So the next podcast is going to be, let me give y'all the date now, because we're doing every 2 weeks until we get in the grind to do every week again.
The 18th.
So the day is the 4th. So yeah, the 18th. The 18th, and it's going to be Cychronic's pick.
Uh-oh.
We in trouble.
Yeah.
With that being said, guys, we thank y'all for sticking around. We thank you for everything. We thank you for just believing in us and coming around and giving us another shot. So if you haven't already followed us on Twitch or subscribe to us on YouTube, we ask that you do it now. Also, you could join the Rarely Typical Player podcast. The game request queue is open still. That never closed. So we will try to play the games accordingly when they're put down. All right? Okay? All right, guys. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you for just sticking with us.